this is the longest 4-week circuit break I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm going to go and stand in the cosmic sun with Leaf Manatee. Bless thee all, sisters and brothers, mamas and papas.
I think someone's got the right idea. Well, I thought the Peace Gardens were fairly busy yesterday when I was here, but they're even busier today.
So what do you do for your YouTube stuff anyway?
My YouTube channel is mostly intends to be electronic engineering related things, because that's my background's in electronics, that's like hobby.
Yeah, but then you also do stuff like this, like people interviews, like the big thing on YouTube. I've seen a lot of like different people just like with a camera, and then they'll just talk to some weirdo like me, and then just film.
Well, I've been with the anti-lockdown protests down there, and I've been coming since September, and it's been good to get people's opinions, and I like photography and video, and it's good to come and talk to people and get people's opinions on
it's good to
record.
live. It's good to live.
Any concerns about being arrested today? You always argue with the police.
I've no concerns at all. If they come and harass me, I'll quote them the law and I'll tell them I've got nothing to say to them. You know what I mean? I'm not breaking any laws. Nobody is breaking any laws. Everybody is socially distanced. You know.
I thought we could spread out easily, can't we?
Yeah, exactly.
There's at least one shop that's actually allowed to be open.
See you later.
I'm in Devonshire Green again today. It's a lot warmer and sunnier than it was last time. I think I can actually hold the camera without getting frozen fingers. So what do you think of the pandemic? Is it a load of rubbish or is it dangerous?
Well, I don't know. It's one of these things where it's like I have opinions, but then they keep changing. But my main thing is just to try and make the most of what I've got. Because it's like I've actually been more social, like in the pandemic, than I have like outside of it. Because I was just like a bit of a shut-in before, and then it's like, now I do really need to get out and do something. And then it kind of like, kind of reversed it in some regards. So
Come on, you can have one. Free paper. Why we don't need lockdowns.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
What's your take on the coronavirus stuff? Do you think it's a load of rubbish?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I think it's a load of rubbish. From the start, I knew it was a load of rubbish. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just the other side of the story. You're not telling them the media.
Thank you very much.
We've heard from the government that this might be the end of the lockdown. Do you both think it will be, or will we be seeing some more?
Alright, so according to Neil Ferguson, approximately something like a third of the population have already had the virus. Yeah, and so actually herd immunity apparently it helped to control the infection during lockdown, and so you got that level of herd immunity. Number two, vaccines, fair dues to them. A lot better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a fucking disaster. It's a lot better than I expected. A lot better than anyone expected. And now we should be reaping the rewards of that.
Yeah.
They vaccinated all the at-risk and most importantly the elderly population. Yeah. And they're the people that you need that are actually dying of COVID-19. And so basically, it's crisis over really, as far as I'm concerned.
Will you be having the new vaccine? Do you think?
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of the things where I'd rather not. But then it's one. I don't know if they're going to be like super something about it. But if I can try not to, I'd like to not have it because it's one of those things where it's, I'm not against drugs in some regard, but then it's like a big needle full of something that I don't know.
Yeah. Some people think it's not necessary, and some people have been absolutely desperate for it.
Oh yeah, the people that are desperate for it, like I understand because they're coming from the perspective of. They think it's a bigger deal than I think it is. I don't think it's one of those things where it's like it's only like 5,000 deaths, isn't it? Like in like for like kind of my age group, isn't it? For like the entire time, like it's quite low.
I think for under 70s, there's been like 400 deaths or something like that. So it's some ridiculously small number compared to the total.
It just says,
I know.
make sure you keep this card, keep this record card in your purse or wallet.
Yeah.
Say back your Been?
Yeah.
Have you had any side effects from it? You been alright so far?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I didn't have any symptoms all the way through it. Yeah.
I know
They asked me that. She said, have you had any symptoms? I said, no, I ain't had no symptoms.
free paper.
They said, have I been for a test? I said, well, I ain't been for a test because, just have no symptoms.
Have you been looking forward to having the vaccine? Some people have been looking forward to it, some people haven't.
It didn't really bother me. It's just a matter of never had a flu jab. I thought, well, this is a bit more serious than flu. I thought best to have it. You know what I mean? Good. Peace of mind.
Yeah, well, at least you've not had any side effects, so hopefully it'll all be okay.
Hopefully. Yeah. Up to now.
Yeah.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
We're only continuing to lock down because of a statistical model by a fucking statistician masquerading as a scientist called Neil Ferguson. Yeah, it was like, fucking hell, this is a guy, yeah, whose previous statistical models, yeah, gone back in, previous predictions. Some of them were out by a factor of 1,000. I'm not even kidding, out by a factor of 1,000. He's the guy, if anyone remembers in the foot-to-mouth crisis, yeah, remember those dead farm animals like piled up in like massive heaps burning, yeah? That's because of his idea that even if a farm hasn't got any signs of foot and mouth, you should you should kill all the animals anyway, burn them anyway, yeah? It's like that cost us £10 billion, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's we didn't have enough time and didn't have enough data. It's like, well, why are you making such a catastrophic decision, yeah? And advising it such a catastrophic thing without enough time and data. But all of his previous predictions have been out by huge margins, like hundreds, but factors of 100 or factors of 1,000.
I do believe that masks will be coming back into fashion again after the summer.
Yeah.
If by the end of the lockdown they haven't gone out of fashion.
Yeah.
There's more people dying of food poisoning than any form of virus. So what we're going to do, ban food. The safest form of avoiding harm to the health is let's all kill ourselves.
So how's the pandemic been for you? Like work,
I moved to Sheffield, so during the pandemic, because I was sick of being down south, of being stuck with my dad essentially, and then it was like, so I've moved up here, recently just gotten a job, so I'm just doing basically some warehouse grunt, box grunt as it were, and I'm kind of just like figuring out what to do next. I've got loads of like creative ideas and then I don't do anything with them, so that's another thing.
So at least you've got a job, because a lot of people haven't got jobs.
Yeah, well I got lucky, I mean, I'm not going to say anything other than luck.
Yeah.
It's just luck, essentially, so.
Yeah.
Freedom! 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 Which side are you on?
Well, we were supposed to have January cancelled as punishment for having Christmas, and now we're at the end of February.
I mean, 5 months, 4 week lockdown. 5 months later, yeah, we're still in it. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. I personally know 2 people who've never had mental health issues before, like in their lives. Absolute massive crisis. Yeah, I know them very close. It's and I know every single person that I know. The morale of them is it's been down in the toilet. Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, you can get away with it very good, because it's like, you're not hurting anyone anymore.
Yeah. I'm finding going out talking to people, there's quite a lot of different people around. You get like your full-on conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Have you heard some of the conspiracy theories?
Well, it's like the Bill Gates thing. It's like,
yeah,
I think
Gates.
that's a little bit like ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that plans for the vaccines. I think vaccines are going to kill everyone, things like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't think there's enough, like, I think the general thing with the conspiracy theories is it's always so organised in conspiracy theories. It's like, they've got this big plan, and most of the stuff that happens that creates this conspiracy theories is just a lack of communication, I think. It's like, in some regards, like, the government fails to do something here or there, and then, people see that as a big thing, and it's really just government being government, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you get your conspiracy theories, but you get a lot of people who are just quite average. They're just annoyed because they've lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Or because they've been cut off from education.
I completely fucking sympathise with those people. It must fucking suck, because I'm like, like, all these things. I mean, I don't really have a proper education. I have, like, GCSEs, but it's like, these people might not even get that depending on how this fucking goes. And then some people, it's like they've got this really good bartender job or something, or like they've got something where they're in the restaurant industry, they work really hard at their business, and then, you know, fucking, I haven't been to Blend Kitchen, for example, but it's one of the many things where I just see ghost town inside, nothing.
Yeah.
So it's,
I know, the whole place is dead.
Yeah, this is why stuff like this is good. Like, even if I'm blabbering, it's like good to get like a blabberer's opinion on something, and then
it's good to get the opinions of just what I call everyday people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think this will be the end of it now?
What, the end of the lockdown?
Yep.
What, in June?
It's been announced.
In June?
Yep.
I think they're working towards it. Am I right in thinking Boris Johnson's birthday is round about the same time when the lockdown is? I believe Boris is going
I
to
wish
throw
he had a
party.
birthday in May. If he had a birthday in May, they might have ended it in May, mightn't they? Yeah.
I think Boris's birthday is in June.
Yes, but
I think he's
if only
timed it
had a
well.
birthday in May, because then he would have ended it earlier, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Who knows?